I'm Paige Steers. I am here at the MBA conference talking to experts, and I have Holly Minter with me today. Welcome, Holly.
Thank you.
We're talking about a Jones-Lang LaSalle survey that was conducted looking at loan-to-value ratios. The survey said the average was 69 to 70%. Have you seen that really change, and do you think that will hold for 2012?
69 to 70% is right on par with my personal experience in 2011. It's on par with everything that we've heard here at the MBA this year. Going forward into 2012, I think we're going to see loan-to-value ratios inch up, somewhere between 70 to 75%, especially for the CMBS lenders. That's the way they're going to differentiate themselves and try to capture more market share. They're definitely product starved. In fact, I would say all of the lenders are product starved right now. And what's really intriguing to me is that in 2011, the life companies were very comfortable playing in the 50 to 70% loan to value space, 70% being really the top end. And we're hearing a number of life companies now ooch up the leverage scale, if you will, into the 75% range. And everybody's, again, product starved, and they're looking for ways to differentiate themselves from the market. I think they're going to be disciplined in how they underwrite. So they're still going to look at debt coverage and quality of sponsorship, location of the asset. And if all of those things fall into place, 75% is more doable in 2012 than in the past 2 to 3 years.
Great news for borrowers. They're going to be
It is.
out there.
It is.
We surveyed some borrowers and asked them to what really was the biggest impediment for their ability to lend in the future. They said two things. One, the U.S. health of the economy, and two, their ability to really service their debt service coverage ratio.
Right.
Are those two things still important in 2012?
Absolutely, absolutely. The market hates uncertainty. Lenders hate uncertainty, borrowers hate uncertainty. And so a good solve for uncertainty is employment. And everybody's watching employment numbers closely. And I think a lot of the major metros are showing very good signs of positive growth and a good trajectory. And so that's good for borrowers, it's good for lenders, and it's good for the public sentiment in general. And so once the job engine really starts gaining traction, I think other things will fall into place. And the ability to service debt clearly is important. And we saw so many borrowers that got burned by over-leveraging their properties. And at the time, 80, 85%, even 90% made sense, especially in an economy that was just on fire. And we've seen those same borrowers come back with a willingness to put more equity into deals. And there are some that want to push the envelope, but pushing the envelope today is more, for example, in multifamily world, 75 to 80%. And I have a number of clients that just want to stay in the 65% range because they've been through this cycle and they've experienced the downside of the cycle, and they don't want to go back.
Let's talk about cycles, because there's a lot of positive momentum here at the show. What is the biggest upside for multifamily in 2012?
I think the biggest upside is jobs and the fact that there is still a shortage of supply nationally in most major markets, and developers are doing their very best to take care of the demand, and that doesn't happen overnight. So we've got product coming out of the ground in all the major metros and jobs being created. And there's also been a shift from home ownership. Fewer people are qualifying for homes. Fewer people are wanting to actually get into home ownership. And so the national statistics in terms of home ownership are really favoring the rental pool. And so there's been an increase in the percentage of renters by choice. And so that will have a very favorable impact on the performance and the demand for multifamily in the coming years.
Well, we'll continue to watch that as a good report. All these sectors, including multifamily, as strong opportunities abound in 2012.
Absolutely. Thank you.